Lounging, son.
Welcome back to the Comic Lounge. My name's Ryan, and today I'm going to be talking about a book that I haven't even read the original of, which is Hack Slash. I've never read that Tim Seeley book. It's kind of always been on my radar, and for some reason I just never checked it out, but this made me want to after reading this. And this is Hack Slash, Back to School by Zoe Thorogood. Zoe's one of my favorite cartoonists right now. I think she's one of the premier up-and-coming talents. Everything she does is just phenomenal. Next level. She just won an Eisner, I think, for Best Up-and-Coming Cartoonist. So I could have been wrong about the title of the Eisner, but she did win one this past year at San Diego. When I found out she was doing this, I was kind of taken aback because she usually does create her own stuff. She did do a one-shot issue in Ha Rain with David Boer, which was an adaptation of a Joe Hill story. But now she's pulling double duty on this, and I think it's awesome, and I want more. I can't wait for the next issue. This was phenomenal, perfect for the month of October. Falls right in line with my horror stuff that I wanted to talk about, and on top of it, it's a new book. So when I can double dip and make it a new book of the week that I want to talk about, as well as, you know, whatever the theme I'm doing that month, I'm always stoked for. And it opens up, you know, very unassuming. There's little finger paintings, you know, little teacup. You back out, and they, you know, even the newscaster saying you've never seen anything quite like it before. For a young, sweet thing to have such imagination, never seen anything like it. Now that's not entirely true, is it, officer? And then we flip it. She's painting with her parents' blood. I mean, it's just absolutely insane. And you see her, she's holding a pail of the guts. There's like organs and guts coming out. Scissors in the dad's neck, knife in the mom's chest. And this couple's been murdered by their own daughter. This is on the news as these people are sitting eating at a diner, and they're like, and can you turn that off? And they're like, yeah. And then we meet Cassie, and I love this. I love the use of like the notebook, and she's writing in her journal and kind of giving us a background on who she is, and she hunts slashers, right? Like that's what she does. And you know, realizing how fucked up the world is, she has Vlad, her, I don't want to say her sidekick, but her cohort that, you know, rolls around with her. And, you know, she tried to kill him because she saw him with the gas mask, realizing, okay, maybe not everybody is. But now he kind of pals around with her. As they're sitting there, you know, she's, you know, thinking back on her life, you know, Cassie, slasher, hunter, hack, because Hack is her last name, which, by the way, Cassie Hack, what a dope name. You know, the different iterations of her, and Cassie, pleasure to have in class, Hack. You know, that's what she was before she ended up killing her mom. We find that out. And then we see this rabbit that's in a suit is like talking, oh, do you want a job? And then this like weird line, there's no salvation from within. And then we see this rabbit fucking just hacks the kids' heads off. I mean, just this book is insane, and the coloring in here, it's just fantastic. She does everything. Zoe does the writing, the art, the lettering, the coloring, and all of it just like is so well done. I mean, to see these bright neon colors in a scene where like a family's being murdered by this like guy in a yell, and this rabbit character is like yelling, the machine killed me, but I didn't die. I came back to free the innocent. And she's seeing, I love this contrast of where you see Cassie now, Cassie then, when she's going up against her mom. And she's kind of like, her confidence is waning. Like, she's not as brave. And like, he even says, like, oh, where'd the tough little girl go? Did she fly away? I will free you too, little bird. Again, like right here, before I go forward, like the contrast of like seeing the mom in the past, seeing this new slasher killer now, and this foot comes in, smashes the head after hitting it with this chainsaw. And now we meet this new character. She's just killed the eyeball coming out, the spike on the heel, and she's on the phone with somebody saying, "Oh, it's just a low-level slasher." Sam was right. Died at work and came straight back to haunt this place. Just like not even phased, just asks for a diet soda. And as she's leaving, Cassie runs after her and is like, "How did you know about this rabbit? It's, you know, part of the job. I'm Darla Ritz, head of Hunters for Hire Academy for Girls." And Cassie wants to go, but can't go without Vlad. So now we get this school of hunters, other slasher killers, all at this academy, and it's academy for girls. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Deadly Class, where they're training assassins, but in this one they're training slasher killers. And so we meet the rest of the kids at the school. I love this double page spread, by the way, with this like weird like octopus like creature coming in. Darla with this, just such a great design. And we meet the kids at the school. I don't want to spoil too much of the actual story here because I went in completely blind. Didn't know anything about this story. I only bought this because of Zoe Thorogood, and now I want to go read the rest of the Hack/Slash books. I didn't really know much about what in terms of the story was going to play out, but I love this. You know the protocol. All slasher suspicions must be reported to me before you. And then boom, she's about to like kill Vlad, but comes to the defense, and she's like, he could stay in the shed out back. And even Darla's like, don't be ridiculous. He can stay in the old schoolhouse. And you see this weird dog too that's like got like computer numbers flowing through his eyes. And then we find out the dog's dead. A few years back we had a slasher who's like reviving people with text zombie shit. I repurposed a weaker version for Angel so I can input commands. Each of the students here have completely unique looks to them. Cassie saying like how she's like, I've always thought I was so weird, but now I might be the most boring one here. This girl has the skull of her third boyfriend with a fucking knife sticking out. And then this is interesting too. We see Darla, who hasn't told Cassie much about her past, but there's hints. And it looks like there's just old slasher movies. Slasher Sisters 2. Return of the Living Dildos. My Life as a Zombie Cheerleader. It's Lonely at the Cabin in the Woods, which is a play on It's a Lonely at the Center of the Earth, which is Zoe's book that she did prior to this. And now we're going to, this series obviously is going to be where she's learning how to train to be a slasher killer. And these are all the ones that have been taken out. And we see this new one that was just posted on the internet. And creepy looking kid. She's like, what do we do? Put your uniform on and welcome to the academy. Just such a great issue. Just wanted to give a quick little flip through review of this. Obviously, I'm going to be going back, checking out this Hack/Slash stuff because it just looks phenomenal. Go check out It's Lonely at the Center of the Earth. Phenomenal book by Zoe. She's just, I'm telling you, she is a name to watch and keep an eye out for. Phenomenal book. Again, I know I keep saying it, but I can't get over how great this was. And such a great entry point, too, into this world of Hack/Slash. If you've never read it like myself, I think you get everything you need perfectly wrapped up in this book. A great, unique voice in comics, riffing on a property that's been around for a while. So, Tim Silly, shout out to you for getting Zoe Thorogood on this book. Make sure you hit up your shop, pick this book up, like, follow, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you're notified every time a new vid drops. And on that note, I'm out.